Good afternoon, everyone. As we welcome to the Stringybark Park in Meadows. Jeff Pistola here alongside Benny Goldfinch as the Call of the Wild team gets set to bring you round 18 Country Division A grade clash between Meadows and Macclesfield. Of course, part of Filming Footy's global stream of community football. And good afternoon, Benny. There's always something special when the neighbouring rivals get together, and it's a great case here with the hosting Meadows Bulldogs and the visiting Bloods.
Yeah, Pistol's great to be here. Very much looking forward to this contest. Could be a qualifying final in a few weeks' time, and very important inclusion for Meadows today, number 8. But we'll get to that shortly because we've got a special guest who's joined us, and we don't want to waste any more of his time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to be, one of the great Meadows stalwarts, and of course the Thomas family well known here because his late father, Kev, has the honour of the best and fairest being named after him. Man who's coached the side, premiership coach, premiership player, very astute man, and he knows how to put a brick together as well. Dave Thomas, welcome to the Call of the Wild.
Thanks very much, Pistols, and Ben, it's good to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so what do you think of this, mate? As we just see the B grade teams leave after a very good close game. Meadows getting over the line finally 4-13 to 4-5. So once you said the traditional rivalry coming to the 4 there. But as we said, traditional rivals, there's always something special about playing Mackey, I suppose. Only 8 kilometres between the two teams. So.
Yeah, it goes back years, Jeff. Meadows Mackey, Meadows Kangarilla, Meadows Uchunga, all long-standing traditional rivals. But yeah, the one over the hill of Macclesfield, and generally get a reasonable crowd on either turnout, and yeah, fierce rivalry, but still a respect there for each other as well. Yeah,
now fantastic, Dave. As we say, we know you bleed green and gold. How do you see the prospects this year? Because obviously the last 2 seasons, the Doggies getting to the final and then beaten by a very focused Kersbrook side to win the flag in their centenary year. And then last year, the heartbreaker, virtually the last kick of the game. So third time lucky perhaps for the Dogs.
Yeah, that first one up at was Kersbrook, at Kersbrook, which was always going to be a tough gig for anyone that would have tackled that and would come from that elimination final to get there, which was a good performance by the club, and winning the B grade that year as well. But last year, yeah, that was probably one that really did get away on us for whatever reason. But yeah, I really think we're well placed at the moment, and depending who we play against if we get there.
Yeah. Now, as I said, the Thomas name synonymous with the Meadows Football Club, but also the Dorr family. And we've got a swap here today because Big Brady Dorr apparently out. But coming is he's listed there. He's not listed there, but he'll be actually wearing his famous number 8 jumper. The skipper, Andrew Coombs, still missing from the Meadows lineup. But Chadley, the big Windsor's back in.
He has. He's come in this morning, Jeff. Chad is, he's well renowned in football circles. His credits in the bank are just outstanding. Talk about bleeding green and gold. I'm rapt to see how he goes. He's been in good form in the B grade. Kicked a couple of bags of 7 the last couple of weeks. And he's running around and covering the ground quite well for the age that he is. He's kicking well. His field kicking's great at the moment. And
do you reckon these conditions will suit him, Tomo? Because everyone will sort of come back to Chad's pace.
Well, that's right. Yeah, but
and the big body on a day like today.
If he gets it, he won't be able to kick from as far out like he did in his heyday, Jeff. But I still would be concerned if I was the opposition coach with Seedor.
And Mackey have been very good this year under their new coach, Toby Ferguson. And we see the Bloods line up there. And as we talked about the rivalry, but I noticed in between the two sides there are a couple of players who have actually gone to the dark side respectively, like you see Sean Steele, because played out here the last few years for Meadows, and also I think you've got, I think one of the Spencer boys maybe played for Mackey back in the day.
Yeah, Jay, that's right. Sean Steele's ducked over the hill this year. I think it was connection with a couple of those Bridgewater boys where he did play at Bridgewater. Yeah, Jake Spenceley had a run there at Macclesfield a number of years ago. But, they have, Jake and Matt Spenceley have been outstanding acquisitions to our football club. very highly thought of, regarded, and bloody good performers, I tell you.
Because the Bloods looking, as Benny Goldfinch alluded to, this could be the preview of the qualifying final in a couple of weeks' time. The Bloods sitting in third spot at the moment, having lost a buffer at the other side. So, nice year, David. No doubt you've been to a lot of the games. The competition, obviously, Gamaraka and Meadows are standouts, but a real fight there for the remainder of the teams.
Yeah, it is.
Even Bird would have proven nuisance value on days.
It has. It appears that way, Jeff. Like from the outside looking in, it looks like Meadows and Gamaraka at the moment. But then the next, you could nearly throw a blanket over the next lot. I mean, even when we played Birdwood here, they had a 6-goal-to-none, Jeff, in the first quarter.
Right. So
yeah.
And of course today, what an important game, because Kersbrook hosting Kangaroo. They're level on points at the moment, and with only 2 rounds remaining, including today. So the winner of that could possibly sew up an elimination final berth. So, as you said, close contests here. As it looks like the teams have gone through their final preparations. Of course, Vito Suzosi and Donald Andrews are in charge of the field umpires. Bryce Ritter, Clayton Bailey running the boundaries. And Brucey Marston and, Trevor Edwards, who's been around forever. Just probably around when you were in nappies. David, he's in the goals as well, so no doubt. So just about ready to get underway here. Round 16 and counter. So here we go. Truskosic gets the ball down. Ryan of the Nat variety, ground level. Ball spills out here. Already players having a bit of trouble controlling the ball. Handball flicked out there through the agency. Luke Smart held up there was Jack Dalglish. Good to see him back in the side, Tomo.
Yes, he's been overseas and got back in.
What's with these blokes that go away during the football season? Never happened in your day. Here's a chance for Ryan as he drives the Bloods inside 50 for the first occasion this afternoon. Buckley, sweeping handball out there. Bloods working hard to keep the ball in their forward half of the ground. As we must welcome once again Lofty 88.9 viewers, listeners, sorry, and also viewers on our worldwide stream. So, Scroffick, ball one down there. It's right. Sean Steele, as we said, rucking against his older club mates here this afternoon. Ball fed out here, deep in the forward 50. Comes out here around the corner. It's Jesse Ryan, I think it was. Has the first recorded shot on goal through for a minor score. So Mackie on the board as they kick towards the left of the screen or left of your dial on 88.9 FM.
Tomo, what are you looking forward to seeing from the Bulldogs over the next couple of weeks heading into finals?
Probably just connecting as a group a little bit more. We've still got a couple of injuries to come back in, Ben. But yeah, if we can get our full squad together, I think they'll be pretty exciting to watch.
As you did mention, Dave, a fair injury toll. I would say at least a dozen out of the senior teams this afternoon.
Yeah, I reckon there'll be 10 or 12 that will push for selection in both grades, that is, in the A's and the B's. So it was good that the B's just got up there before with all their outs.
This might be Zach Heen, Benny, having the shot for the Bloods.
He's been in good form.
Good defensive sport.
The guy who gave him the ball there, Pistols and Tomo, Isaac Lallard, he's been in fantastic form, of course, son of Craig, former coach of Macclesfield.
So a good crowd in the house, despite the weather conditions. You can probably pick up the not heavy rain, just persistent Meadows drizzle, I suppose you call it, David.
Half forward flank, as you see there, Stringybark Park here in Meadows. Second versus third on the ladder. Young tried to get it out to Dalglish. Bensley around the action, both brothers there, along with Luke Smart. He's consistently in the best players, Luke Smart, isn't he, Tomo?
Yeah, he's had a very good year, Ben. He's in and at it, and had a great, consistent season.
And big Traz in Cowlick, obviously having the ruck majority of the day without Brady Dorr. Your thoughts on him?
Yeah, Traz has been fantastic. Come to the footy club 3 years ago. Couldn't quite fit him in with our point systems, but he's down to 0 pointer now, and he'd probably dropped
Happy
about...
Valley boy.
He is
Happy
reserves,
Valley. But he certainly stamped his name in senior competition for the Dogs, as we see the famous number 2 there. And,
I think
Mark
he played
Thomas,
that
he goes
beat.
all right, does he?
Mark Thomas, he goes all right?
Mark goes all right, yes.
Stoppage situation, as you'd expect. A little bit of scrum work to begin with. As Luke Smart just talked about him, he's had a great season. So Smart, I think he won the best and fairest a few years ago as well.
A couple of years back he did. Yep.
Kicks it towards the wing situation. Ball hits to Dak. Lallard's lurking around the contest. No Brad Noski today. He's out injured. And umpire is coming into the scene here, throwing the ball up. As we said, Vito and Donald Andrews doing the main umpiring today. There was a bit of a drop there. Comley's around the area. Thomas. And the umpire says, I'll have it once again.
Good pressure applied there by Elliot Daniels on Thomas. So once again, we'll have a ball up. Leaper there was Heen, got it down. It's a chance for Meadows and for Spenceley. Finally clearing kick forward. Might have been Crowd. Bouncing ball eludes him.
Risitano against
forward,
his ex-team.
Risitano.
Oh, Chad Daw, beautiful.
Chatty Daw to Windsor. We said the veteran back in the A-grade line-up this afternoon. Spenceley getting involved. Finally, smothered kick there from Jake Spenceley. Ball held up there. Umpire said no prior. So Meadows with their first real forward entry towards the entrance into the ground. So ruck duel. Ball comes down here, fed out here. Clearing kick for Connor White for the Bloods. Here's Lallard getting involved. Got the ball to Ryan. Runs out of camera view. And actually the kick is over the line, as you see, and indicated by the Academy boys. So free kick to Meadows.
Yep, got some stats that matter. I'll do them probably at quarter time from Jaden J. Hill, who's in Melbourne for the weekend. Ryan puts up the right juke. Spenceley handballed out, tried to get it to Dalgleish. Thomas lurking. Good work here by Macclesfield to Nat Ryan. Kicks it out into space. Opportunity for a couple of Bloods. Good attack on the ball.
O'Connor.
There's Todd O'Connor, the vice-captain. Free kick, though, for Young. Left footer. I think he was part of a senior colt premiership for the Bulldogs. Kicks it out towards the wing. Is that right, Tomo?
That's correct, yes. Yep, sorry, that's correct.
So the umpire coming ball on the outer wing area. In front, Comley took possession of it, still got it. Gets out here, teammate. Quick hands there. Round the corner kick from Thomas, went higher and went longer. Can't done it was Lallard. It must go on the required distance as Lallard took a good contested pack mark. So pretty good form, the young blood skipper this season.
So Isaac Lallard can play in the midfield, can play half back. Sets up a lot of the play.
So O'Connor again.
O'Connor kicks it towards the half forward line for Macclesfield. And that's going to go out of bounds. Boundary throw in.
We had Braden Bazina on the Huddle Sports Show on 88.9 during the week, and he was just talking about the culture of Meadows. And I don't have to tell you about it, but just can you describe to our viewers and listeners? It's just something special. They just love the green and gold, whatever season it is, cricket or football, David.
Yeah, I think that's it's been ingrained in some long-standing people that are around the place and give to the community like they do. And young Buzzy has grown up in amongst that, and another one just bleeds green and gold. So
ruck duel, ball one down there by Steele, taken away by the Dogs, towards the outer wing area, bouncing ball. First to get there was Dakin, Riley Dakin. Impressed with his game a couple of weeks ago against Torrens Valley. Good to see him back in footy after a series of injuries.
He's part of the senior colt premiership win a few years ago for Macclesfield, along with Isaac Lallard, who are out there today. So Comley goes up, and it's gone out of bounds.
Water, surface water. Ground in pretty good condition, David.
Yeah, it is. It's like you can see even just that B-grade game's tuned it up a little bit. It's still just light drizzle out there. Looks like it will be most of the day, Jeff.
Yeah, it's going to be those typical Hills football day, which is after last week, rather contrast. Here's a chance for Ryan. Puts it forward. That was a jest for Ryan. He puts it forward. A good juggling mark in the end, taken by Sam Ryan. So the Ryans combining there. So the chance for the first goal of the game as we're coming up to 8 minutes gone. The first term here. So Meadows with the first real shot of the game. So kick towards the Achunga end. I shouldn't mention the Achunga when I'm on Meadows, should I, David? So it'll be Sammy Ryan. 8 goals for the season so far for the Blood. So they'll be looking for a good start here. So James Davis to come in right over his shoulder, and the young goal umpire has no issues with that. So Sam Ryan puts the first goal on the board. The Bloods are 1-1. Meadows yet to score. 8.5 minutes gone, first term here. Hey Dave, just reflect to us, because as we said, you love the club, premiership player, etc. But to come back and actually coach and break a long-standing A-grade drought back 2000 there, was it? 2001?
2001.
Must have been a great thing for you to be part of.
Yeah, no, it was terrific for that to have occurred. And then we followed up with 3 more flags after, which is 01, 02, 03, 04. And,
yeah, the dynasty.
Yes, it was. But, yeah, and we're really trying to hope we can break that this year.
So back in the middle, Dave Thomas joining us at the moment for special comments. Great to have him in here, providing some great insight. Macclesfield looking to win their first game against Meadows since round 11, 2019. Meadows have won the last 7 encounters against Macclesfield. Ryan, good smother there by Cowlick. Ball's in the middle of the ground. I think that's Cade Long, sweeping handball out. Bit of a fumble there. I think that was Richard Henderson. Big Cowlick sliding in once again. Thomas in there. Cowlick, clever underground hand pass. Didn't quite come off. Ferguson, the coach's son, with the headband on, number 3, and it's got to be held up centre half forward area for Macclesfield on the board to begin with. As I said, yeah, round 11, 2019, Macclesfield's last victory, and Meadows since then have won 7 in a trot, including round 10 and also round 2, which was the Anzac round contest as Spenceley gets the handball out, and that's holding the ball. Kelly, free kick.
You can see they've come to play today, Dave Thomas. Mackie, they're intent, and when they haven't got possession of the ball, just their pressure on the Dogs already.
Yeah, they are. They're having a real dip, aren't they?
So, ball spring forward. Looks like it's Ryan again, Nat Ryan. Of course, former Bridgewater Raider, underground pass there, intercepted there for the Dogs. Handball flicked out there, going to ground. You can see there's slipperiness. I think that might have been Henderson. Dalglish, sorry.
Tomo, just the last few years, the Anzac round contest been fantastic to create that spectacle.
Yeah, it has. It's gone well, Ben. And again, with the 2 clubs, and both keen to keep that up and make it even more traditional as the years go on.
The scope here for night games. Do you have many more night games? Because I remember Mount Lofty when they were in country in 2014 played a night game here, but it's something you have a lot out here at Meadows?
We don't anymore. We have when the lights.
This is almost like a night game today because they're on already, Dave. 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon.
When we.
You can hear Mackie having a shot at goal. That was through the agency of Josh Heen through for a minor school.
When we initially got the new lights put up, Jeff, here at Meadows, that was, we did have a number of night games, but they seem to have fallen off the wayside to what they did, I reckon, the night games.
Probably pick your time of the season, have it early on. It's
exactly
nice and balmy. But
Mark to Ben there. Nice transition play.
Yep, nice play.
Kick it out towards the half-back flank. Meadows looking to get the ball down the other end of the ground at the moment. It's a good start from Macclesfield. Spenceley tries to soccer the ball off the ground. Few players sliding at the moment. Looking great. Spenceley, handball over the top, hit Bazina. Great work to Buckley. He's been in great form. Kicks it in the ground. Bit of a sliding over work there for Macclesfield. Good pressure from the Meadows. Chad bustling in there eventually. Riley Dakin could have been holding the ball. Umpire lets it go.
Oh, quick hands there by Shaw.
Shaw got it out. Ryan, he kicks it towards the half-forward line. Here's Mark Thomas under pressure. Could have earned a free kick there. Cleverly done. Half-back flank for the Dogs.
Infringed by Josh Heen. So Mark Thomas, former best
13 minutes gone at the moment, and it's 1-2 to Macclesfield, and Meadows yet to score.
Spent some time at Mount Barker, of course. David, you spent some time with Onka Val. Karate. Did you enjoy that, coaching Onkas?
Yeah, that was terrific over there, Jeff. Yeah, been amongst them boys at Onkas and had an enjoyable, good season there.
Of course, we've got to mention 1990 Premiership player at the drought-breaking Andrew Down coach Mount Lofty. So that must have been.
It was, Jeff. I think all those at Mount Lofty went from bottom to the top, and it was the last drawn grand final in the
Mate.
Yeah, they're all extra time these days. That one wasn't.
So Matt Spencer with a free there. So prop up area. Yeah, back at a very good mark over the top of Joshy Kelly. So Comley, been impressed with him when we've seen him this year, Tomo.
Yeah, he's had a really good year.
Yes, big wins are coming out. Got his dukes to it, but it falls to the ground. Followed by the Bloods, taken by Shaw. Hacks 1-4, bouncing ball. To his helmeted bowl there. Good tackle applied there by O'Connor. For the Bloods, ball comes out the back to Sobey. This way, that way. Cho pokes up the line. Spenceley doing it by hand here. Here's Thomas. Wouldn't use the left there, Tomo. The right goes forward. Chopped up there by Ryan, but meanwhile, a free kick has been played. Called play on. Goes back up to the wing area. Taking the grab there is Big Steele. Wastes no time, puts the Bloods forward. Over the top of the pack. Getting back there is Maxie Buckley. Lifts the eyes. Cho pokes up the line and finds
Luke Smart.
Luke Smart.
Just on Aussie, he is tuning in with Phil Heinrich. He's tuning in from where's that? Minigar? Exmouth, can't. Anyway, he's tuned in. So there you go, on his travels.
Aussie and Phil, is it?
Yeah, that's it, Aussie and Phil. So here's a chance for Meadows going forward. Dalgleish, good look away handball. That's holding the ball though. Off to the races. Here's a chance for Dobson. Kicks it towards the boundary line, and that'll go out of bounds. Just near Sam Ryan for Macclesfield. And going to be last touch for Max Buckley, one of the multiple players in this lineup who's come through the junior system, Tomo?
Yeah, Max is, again, when he wasn't here, he's just down at Sturt in the juniors stuff, but a consistent contributor of high quality.
Samuel Sobey sliding in there, important defender for Meadows. Here's a chance for Macclesfield though, flying shot at goal from Darcy Joseph, or I should say into the pocket. O'Connor, great work, great second effort, tried to get the handball out. Desperation from the Bulldogs. O'Connor, is that going to be last touch in the pocket area? 16 minutes gone. Macclesfield, good start by them. 1-2, Meadows yet to score.
Lovely picturesque view there, Tomo, with the gum trees, the hands ice and the gums in the background there.
Yeah. Lovely.
That could be the Courier's own Laura Wright there, just giving
undercover reporting
information there.
Yeah.
So O'Connor,
coach of the under-14s for Macclesfield, doing great things.
Tries the banana. Not back enough, so Mackie moved to 1-3. Meadows yet to get on the board, and we've just ticked over 16 minutes here on the Call of the Wild. Trust you're enjoying our coverage on Filming Footy.
Thanks to Dave Thomas too for joining us. Tomo, how you seen the start of this one?
Yeah, Meadows just can't break through at the moment. Mackie, their press is very good. We've had some entries in, but can't capitalise at the moment.
So here's a chance though. Jake Spenceley was setting it up. It's gone down to the half-forward line. Here's a chance for Risitano. It's going to be last touch. Macclesfield's defence holding up well at the moment. As I said, Brad Noski not in the lineup. He'd be part of this defensive lineup for the Bloods. Isaac Lallard calling for it out here. Meantime, it's gone out towards the boundary line. And that'll be a boundary throw in half-forward line for Meadows.
So, Academy boy pitching it back. Ruckman Gabba. Dakin gets it down. Brought back inside 50, but getting there and chopping out nicely.
Kelly.
Joshy Kelly, former Raider, gets it across here. Teammate in Connor White. Nurses up the line to Ryan. Puts out the Duke to control. He's got support there from a teammate. But good pressure there applied by Meadows. That occasion to Cade Long. Apparently a bit of a messy lad to get changed next to, according to Braden Bazina, the young man. Described him as a bit of a pest and a messy young man. All's fair in love and war. Spenceley hacks the ball across towards the centre. Coming to meet Lallard, well done with his body there. He's got support. I left the ball behind, but good enough to back it up. On his left, goes out towards the space in the direction of Dakin, but the ball too far in advance of him and out of bounds right in front of the interchange gate here, as in fact the interchange happens. As Meadows wastes no time getting it to Dalgleish. Much travelled Kenny Dalgleish, but pretty good football. Won a few awards in various comps.
Yeah,
Hutchison picks up his boot.
He's got a connection with your lad?
Yes,
he is, Jack. He's, Mark Thomas, his
has a
brother-in-law.
nice sister, apparently.
Yeah, fantastic. She is young Charlie.
See, that's on his CV.
Yeah.
So, Bloods played towards the cricket pitch area. Off hands. Oh, good attack on the ball. Oh, well done. Puts that towards Spencer. He tries to, nice Women's World Cup style there. Comes to the Maltese Falcon. Bazina gives the crowd and high kick down here towards Hutchison. Back there is Ryan. Jesse Ryan swings onto the right, goes across, but it could be dangerous. It could be a chop out. Luckily comes off hands. Bloods have got the numbers at this stage. Spencer applying pressure. Windsor arrives on the scene as well, holds the ball in there. So we'll have a ball up as we've played nearly 19 minutes here. Macclesfield 1-3, leading Meadows yet to get on the score.
Chad put his hand up here. I think he's going to do a bit of ruck work against ex-teammate or ex-dog Sean Steele. Good pressure from Dorr against Kelly. Kelly diving over the top of it. Eventually got the handball. Oh, bang! A free kick here to Matt Spensley. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Well, gave it straight back to the other, straight back into it. Big Comley up in the ruck there against. I didn't see it. Good tackle. Umpire letting it go. Bergen's around the area. Eventually, Macclesfield clear the ball out of defence for the time being. Here's Henderson, tight on the boundary lines. He got a bit of support there. We did Rishatano. It's gone out of bounds.
Right in front of cameraman James Davis, who's braving the elements. He'd be pretty happy that the rain has eased off a little bit at the moment. So Dave Thomas, as we said, Macclesfield certainly bringing the heat at the moment.
Yeah, they are. And like I say, there's decent pressure from them, and Meadows just got to withstand it and then take their opportunities.
Scott Bailey doing a wonderful job over the last few years. As we said, got them to two successive grand finals. Put on your coach's hat for a minute. What would you be saying to the players? What have you just noticed, Wade, so they can sort of get themselves into the ground and find some scoring power?
It really is just that opportunity going forward, isn't it, Jeff? You know, we're getting it down there enough. But I don't think we've troubled the scorers yet, have we? So
Benny Dodson, because his own rep, the winning team, which is good, puts it up there to Jesse Ryan, who's already been prominent. As you can see, all-packed grandstand on the day like today with the rain. There at Meadows, puts it forward, half-forward area. In front, Buckley couldn't quite complete the mark. Handball comes out. Good defence by the Dogs. Moves it out, but intercepting here the Bloods. Oh, strong attack on the ball there from Spensley. Fed out here, comes to Thomas, lifts the eyes and puts it out and honours the lead of Risatano, another former blood played from the Dogs. Yeah, he has. He's come over from Macclesfield this year. He's very accurate in front of goal, Jeff. That's probably He's actually kicked 22 for the season, Dave.
Yeah, that's his
so we love your astute honesty. So
he only started playing when he was 16, Carlton supporter and Arsenal supporter.
So we'll back him in, you'd suggest here,
I'd
David.
reckon he's 80% at this on his shot at goal.
So Risatano sets it on its way. He's got the distance but not the accuracy. So minor score, which is the first of the afternoon for Meadows. They're one behind. Mackie a 1-3, nearly 22 minutes gone here on the call to wild from Stringybark Park in Meadows.
Yep. As I said, Lullard with the kick-in duties there. Finds Ryan, just taking his time. Eventually works the ball out towards the wing area, half-back flank. Got a mark there by Buckley. So Buckley kicks the ball into the middle of the ground. Could it come off? Here's a chance for Young. Umpire's gone a free kick there, though.
Fringed. Heen, Zach Heen.
So Zach Heen kicks it out towards the wing. Ball hits the deck. Here's a chance for Meadows over the top. Henderson tried to get it to a teammate. Eventually it works up. Here's a great work. Henderson kicks the ball forward. Ball hits the deck. Here's an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Comley tried to get it on. Spensley's lurking. Here's Risatano. Snap round the corner. That's a goal. We'll have a look at that on the replay. Didn't quite get one 4 there, Dave. He's got that one spread corner. Beautiful. Did you get like the Bulldogs had been building toward that?
Yeah, I missed the set. So I would have backed him in on, but he's an opportunist. There's no doubt about it. He generally gets a count.
George coverage. So stay with us. But a good game of footy starting to unfold here. 1-3. The Bloods hosting Meadows a 1-1 here on the Caldwell round 16, the penultimate round of the season. And the likelihood these two sides may well be meeting in a fortnight's time in the qualifying final, because Gumaraka will finish top. Meadows sitting in second spot, safe, and the Bloods a game clear, 2 games in third spot, so you'd expect the two neighbours will be up again in much time. So for the 9 games we take it out of this game.
Back in the middle, forward. Cowlick won the ruck tap I was trying to get out there. Chad Dorr could have been held on to. The umpire didn't see it. Oh, that's a free kick downfield again with the late hip and shoulder there on Lallard. It's just gone across the ground anyway. So half-back flank. Here's a chance for the Bloods. Worked out towards the wing. That'll be last touch. So Mark Thomas with an opportunity just near Coach Scott Bailey and the coaching staff there as we strike quarter time. So Tomo, Meadows getting back into it there as we head towards quarter time, and it's 1-1 to 1-3. Good contest so far.
Yeah, I think it just looks like the weather's going to turn a little bit as well, Ben, as we look out there, which I hope anyway for a better spectacle. Been very slippery in that first quarter. Good pressure by Macclesfield. Meadows at least grabbed that one opportunity through Rizzatano and set up for pretty important.
Meadows obviously walking wounded but missing a few key components, because Brady Dorr, who's missed the half the start of the season, was at a structured thing, and so had played 8 games and then missing today.
Yeah, that's right. And he's just
reigning Kev Thomas medal.
He's the running Kev Thomas medalist, and and he could have possibly played today, but not worth risking.
Bigger fish to fry, as they say. Mate.
Yeah, not worth the risk.
Yeah, before we let you go, mate, we've got to give yourself a bit of a plug for the best bricks and. Mark tells me he works pretty hard after he's done his radio stuff. True or false? Or
no, he gets into it too.
Still keeps his hand in it?
A couple of days a week when he's not doing his radio stuff, and Ben as well.
So plenty of work around?
Oh, isn't there, Jeff? You'd see it. There's, I've never known it so busy, and, obviously the whole country, Brand Hills, it's just amazing how it's going.
Fantastic. So, anything you want to say to your guys? You said are up there in, where is it, Ben? Miller or wherever in West Australia?
Oh,
Good, they're up.
They're out bush. They're out bush.
Half your luck. Good on you, lads. Great to. I hope you're having a good day up there.
No worries.
Nice.
Thanks, Tomo.
Thank you very much for joining us.
If any of the other lads want to come in at all during the match, let us know. Kumi or Brady Dorr or anyone, send them in.
We hope you have a good day, mate. Thanks for joining us here on the call. Much appreciated, mate.
And thanks, Jeff.
And all the best for the rest of it.
Thanks, Ben.
Legend.
And well done to you for giving this to the Hills community. Good lad.
Thank you very much here to Dave Thomas.
Legend.
Former Dave. Premiership player, coach here at Meadows, Stonker Valley Football Club, and also the father of So, 1-1 plays 1-3 at quarter time. The Bloods with their nose in front, so we might just go and check out a few
some sponsorship announcements and a couple of jingles. We'll be back shortly. season. Forgot all about it. All right, welcome back. Here we are, Call of the Wild. Just increasing the technical work here. So, meantime, here's a chance for the Bulldogs. Toby Crowden, Pistols, chance to kick a goal here. Lights are on here at Meadows. And he'll be kicking from about 20 metres out, slight angle, and he nails the goal there for the Bulldogs. So they've kicked consecutive goals there for Meadows to get a little bit of a wriggle on here. Salish.
So, 2.5 minutes into the second term, Meadows have seized the lead 2-1 to 1-3 through the 8 seed there of Toby Crowden. His 6th goal of the season. So, as the rain still tumbles down here at Meadows Oval. Back in the centre, umpire sets it up. So the big men gather. Skoffick went early. Ball comes down here. Pushed forward there by Luke Smart for the Dogs. Chance here, followed up was Dakin. Pies a pressure to tackle there, but I think it might have been a bit high, perhaps, the umpire ruling. Was indeed, so a free kick.
Spenceley.
Here, looks like beat Spenceley.
Thanks
Great
again.
variety.
Thanks once again to Dave Thomas for joining us in that first quarter. Hopefully get a few more Bulldogs on during the match as Spenceley kicks the goal. So they're starting to get a bit of a wriggle on here, Pistols.
Yep.
3 goals in a row now for Meadows.
So virtually 2 goals in 90 seconds here. Benny Goldfinch has enabled them just to stretch out their lead a little bit more. 3-1 to 1-3. Jake Spenceley with his 18th goal for the season.
Yeah, he's a Port Power supporter, a Wolverhampton fan in soccer, and locally follows the Melbourne Storm in soccer. 2-time male medalist, obviously in other competition. Also previously played at Macclesfield. Did he spend time at Kangarilla as well? Or
Yeah, may have, yeah, or wherever that was, Matt. Both from well-travelled footballers, of course, both from the last few seasons been playing up the Riverland League with Waikuri. So back in the centre, Strakovic went early, tumbles to the ground, but clearance again by Smart. Same replay as the last centre clearance. Ball bounces forward, really starting to get it along on there as Lallard forced to work hard for his team, pushing the ball out of bounds. Half-forward flank area. Looks like he has drawn a free kick though, Isaac Lallard, the young skipper. So what's on offer here as the Bloods look to just consolidate against this early second quarter charge by the Dogs. This chance for Sobey goes to ground level. Push forward for the Bloods. They'll go inside 50 for the first time this term. Puts it up forward. And that's a good mark taken there by Sammy Ryan. Under pressure there. Good strong Dukes. So Ryan kicked the first goal of the game at the 8-minute mark. In fact, the only goal up till now for the Bloods. So this time down the other end, we'll see if he can raise the first goal for the Bloods at the entrance end. So Ryan, deliberate approach here. Sits on its way. That's it. They get around him. So Sam Ryan, actually 2 from 2 in shots for the Bloods. So they pull it back now. 2-3, plays 3-1. So good game of footy here. Important at Mackie. Obviously, Meadows going into this game as favourites, but important that the Bloods just keep up that persistent pressure they showed in the first quarter when they held a lead 1-3 to 1-1 at quarter time. So back in the centre again, the Bloods push it forward. Here's a chance for Nat Ryan. Goes to ground under pressure. Thomas over the top. Once again, we thank his father, Dave, for coming in for a chat during the first term. So right in the cricket pitch area. Ball up. Traskovic over the top was Dakin. Ball going to ground. Once again, the umpires will come in and ball it up. So Kovacic gets it down. Here's Smart again. We've called that a few times already this afternoon already. Up forward to Lallard. Brings the ball to ground. Pack situation there, centre-half back area for the Bloods. Ball held up, and the umpires will come in and once again ball up, because we must mention Vito Sozozzi and Donald Andrews, the officiating field umpires here this afternoon, Benny.
Yep. And here's another chance for Meadows through the Maltese Falcon Pistols. We called for it during the week. Let's see if we get a little bit of a signal from him here. Meadows 3-1, Macclesfield 2-3.
That's kick 10 for the season, the Falcon. Oh, nonchalant approach. He's hit the post.
Falcons gold.
Oh, it must have been someone shaking the post.
So a good counteract there for Meadows. And once again, they re-established their little buffer there. 4-1 now to 2-3. Good game of football.
Well, it is, Benny. We only had the 1 goal apiece in the opening term. And here we are, 7.5 into the second term. We've already had 4 goals kicked. Obviously, 3 of them by Meadows. As they start to put a little bit of a hold on this game.
Stopped.
So back in the centre. Ball comes down here. Pushed forward. Going to ground in Meadows player. Stacks on the mill over the top. Getting involved as Dodson. Bloods. Ball held in under there. So once again, we'll have another ball up, which is
right.
probably the trend of
That's
the
right.
day today.
Yeah.
So ball fed out here. Umpire has paid a push in the back there for the Bloods. So they will take the ball. Looks like it's Dodson, said former Bridgewater Raider. Played rep footy and zone footy this year. So State Country Championships victor for the Eastern Zone.
Correct.
Goes out wide, looking for a lead out there, but chipping in and taking defensive mark is Nick Bergen, the veteran for the Dogs. So Bergen, what's on offer? Nurses up the line, finds Dalglish. So Jackie Dalglish thought that way, this way, decides to go out wide for a teammate there, and he finds him. The distance, Maxie Buckley, the vice captain, last year's most consistent trophy winner for the Dogs, puts it further forward up the wing. Over the top, big fist, the big golden fist as Spud Frawley would say, coming through the agency of the Mackie skipper in Lallard. So making sure that particular attack was cut off. So I trust you're enjoying our coverage here through filming footy and also lofty 88.9 FM.
So the ball out of side. Boundary umpire just retrieving the ball now. Get back into it here. Lights are on. Good contest so far. Macclesfield cracking in. Both sides likely to meet in a couple of weeks' time as well in the qualifying final. At the moment, it's 4-1 to 2-3. Goal kickers in this quarter so far for Meadows. They've had 3 goal scorers. Croydon, Spenceley and Bazina, and Sam Ryan for Macclesfield. In the meantime, it's the Bulldogs' 25-metre penalty, so that'll bring them closer towards goal here. Ever so still not a bit too further out for goal as Buckley, as he often does, running off the half back line, kicks the ball long, strong into attack. Off hands, rush behind, so minor score there for the Bulldogs as Macclesfield keen to move the ball on quickly out towards the wing area. Ball hits the deck and it's gone out of bounds. So that'll be a boundary throw-in just around from Coach Toby Ferguson and the Macclesfield coaching staff.
Just around the grounds, Benny, the other Bulldogs, because Onka Valley Bulldogs playing Blackwood in Division 1. Quarter time, Onka Valley 2-2 leading Blackwood 1-3, so a tight game over at the Balhanna Kennel.
Here it's Meadows 4-2 to 2-3. After Macclesfield led early in the match. Bloods trying to work the ball out of defence here through Ryan. Looks like it's going to be a kick here for Macclesfield. Inboard pass, Ryan running on. Wheels onto the left boot, kick in towards the middle of the ground. Here's an opportunity. It's a couple of Bloods around the area here. Umpire's got a free kick here though for Meadows. Centre half back, so the goalkeeper Bazina works the ball out on his left boot, finds a teammate here who'll work the ball up the wing Pistols, and that player of course was Nick Bergen.
So Nick Bergen, because 200 gamer for the club with the ball. Actually it's, God, it looks like it's going to be Long, I think it is. Cade Long, perhaps. Spencer in the distance there. Looks similar.
Well, he spotted up his brother here, Pistol.
Yeah, it was Spencer. I was just debating whether it was Spencer. So he's picked up his brother here in Matt. So Jake Spencer already on the board. So here's a chance for Matt to join him as a goal kicker here this afternoon. Puts the ball on its way. And full tote odds. So both the Spenceley boys raising goals in this second term.
Can we have a look at I'm not sure if we can have a look at a replay there. It was nice work. That's all right. Check that out. So, yeah, nice work there, Pistols. They just seem to be getting the edge here at the moment, the Bulldogs.
So 4-1. That's really opened this lead now. 5-2 to 2-3. So
Matt Spenceley Of course, past Crows SNFL player, where he was 4th in their best and fairest. Waikerie player, won the leading goal kicker out of the middle. He's a Collingwood fan there, Pistols, and he owns his own dog grooming company as well.
That's right, the dog grooming. So here's a chance. Dakin flicked it back. First to get there was Meadows. Ball spills at him, even though the whistle was gone. Free kick will be paid to the Bloods in the centre of the ground. So they go out wide. Target here is Big Still. I worked himself
nice presenting there, the big
from
man.
the back of the bus. So Big Sean Still nurses a low one in towards that man Sam Ryan, who certainly proved a productive target so far in this game for the Bloods. In fact, he's kicked their only 2 goals of the game up until this stage. So Sammy Ryan presented well, and very good pass here from Big Still. Another quarter time score. Benny Nanbremmer 3-3. Ironbank Bridgewater Cherry Gardens for not much longer, I believe. 1 goal. So close there at the moment as Ryan has set it on its way. I tell you what, he hasn't plotted his copy book, Brent. He's had 3 shots for 3 goals. You can't do much better than that.
Yeah, nice work. And the Bloods continue to fight on as they have done all year, Pistols. Drawing closer. Answering the challenge from Meadows, which we like to see. Both sides missing some key personnel, which they'll hope to get back for finals. But we've got a great contest at the moment here.
Yep, as the rain has returned a little bit heavier. It's been persistent all day, but perhaps not as heavy as it has been as it is now.
So back in the middle, looks like Todd O'Connor against Mark Thomas in there. Buckley's gone into middle as well. He's doing a bit of ruck work, of course. Brady Dorr on the sideline today, so Traston Cowlick doing the bulk of the rucking for Meadows, but looks like Max Buckley's going to have a bit of a go in there as well. Meantime, free kick for Macclesfield. Centre half back. Kick out towards the outer side wing. They've got some running players here, if they can pick it up. They do, working the ball around traffic. Oh, but that's holding the ball. Great work there from the Bulldogs and, of course, Toby Croden there. Outer side as we head towards the 16-minute mark. Good game of football so far.
So the Bloods chop up there, intercept Mark. They'll send it back from whence it came. Here comes Ryan lumbering out. Couldn't quite get there. Mark Thompson with a fleeing handball out here. It's a chance for the Bloods. Can they control it? No. Good strong work by Crowden. Umpire finally says, I'll have it, boys. Locked in there. So 16 minutes gone, second term. Call to Wild. Trust you're enjoying our coverage. Brought to you by Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish on a rather wintry Saturday afternoon here at Stringybark Park in Meadows. Traditional rivals clashing here. So Meadows with the free kick. I think it might be O'Connor out there by the light tower. See your training lights blaring here. Sets it up to the top of the square. Back sets itself Ryan. Sam couldn't get his hands to it. Scramble near the goal. Square.
Sam Sobey rushing it over. So another point there for Meadows. For Macclesfield.
No.
So, kick in the middle of the ground by Dalgleish. Ball hits the deck. Here's an opportunity for Thomas on the left boot towards the half-forward line. Good attack on the ball there by Chad Dorr. Stoppage situation. Eventually, the umpire blows the whistle. Umpire throws the ball back up, half-forward line. Leash earns a free kick. Back line up today. Works the ball towards the half-forward line. Standing strong there. Thought it could have been a free kick for Meadows. Ball worked out of the fence. Opportunity for Macclesfield now to work the ball out towards the outer side wing, but Buckley collects the ball for Meadows. Drives the ball out towards the half-forward line. Number of players around the contest. Eventually the Dogs go forward through Spenceley. into the forward pocket. Will it go out of bounds? Yes, it will. And Macclesfield will look to work the ball forward from the back pocket.
So the Bloods chip it across to the corridor. Mark taken there. And also a bit of a 25-metre penalty to waste no time to put it forward. Good strong mark taken there. Get it on. There's a couple of Bloods here. They've got weighted numbers here. Still a good defensive ball by Buckley. Right in front of us. Under pressure there. High kick. Off hands. A couple of Bloods here covered. By Josh Heen. Through for a score. So it's Benny Goldfinch says the Bloods continually attacking here. Got the ball at the right end of the oval. So Dalglish will bring the ball back into play. Puts that here looking for the talk to him. But Buckley, big leap. Ball comes to ground level. Good attack on the ball. Heen gets it to a teammate. Underground worm burner. Mopping up is Dalglish. He just kicked the ball out. This time's a longer kick. Intercepting for the Bloods. Taking a good mark there. Looks like it might be Dodson.
Yep. Dodson will drive the ball in for Macclesfield. Ferguson's waiting at the back of the bus. Ball hits the deck. Thomas sliding in. Slaps the ball out. Umpire said that was all right. Henderson links up with Buckley. He in turn tried to get a teammate there. Works the ball out. Hutchinson on the left boot. Out towards the wing. Both sides cracking in at the moment. And it's 20 minutes gone. Meadows slightly in front here. So kick forward there by Tristan Cowlick. Out towards the boundary line. Spenceley sliding in. Great work. Weaves his way out of traffic. Kicks the ball to the square, but it's a good mark there. Last line. So the Bloods are looking to...
Shaw, I think it was.
Yep, Shaw kicks the ball straight down the middle, out towards centre-half back. Dangerous position here for Macclesfield.
So ball held in there. Pardon me. Big stool lumbers in to do the ball comes out here. Connor at ground level. Trying to his way to clear Bloods. Ball finally extricated. High kick from, I think it was. Once again, conglomerate. Good conditions here, leaving the game flow. On this occasion, they said no prior. So up they go. Still, once again, gets the ball out. Taken here by Ryan. Goes towards the clubroom side wing. Glavid and Goliath battle there as the ball spills down. Smart, I think, was getting involved, but comes back here, but camped under the ball was Sobey. Sammy Sobey in the helmet for the Dogs. Waste no time, goes across towards Buckley. Maxie grabs the ball, sticky, wet ball, puts it out further afield, finds a teammate out there. So go further forward. That's the agency of Cade Long, the untidy Cade Long, but there was pretty tidy passes. He found a teammate up there, deep in defence. Bloods working the ball along the boundary line, out towards Jesse Ryan. He's immediately set upon by an opponent there. Ball held in there. I think that might have been Sterling. So it looks like we will have a boundary throw in, Benny.
Yep. 23 minutes gone. Good quarter of football, both sides. 4 goals for Meadows, 2 for Macclesfield. Those 2 goals to Sam Ryan. Goal kick for Meadows so far in the match. Risitano, Croden, Spenceley, Jake Variety, Bazina, and also Matt Spenceley, the last goal kicker for Meadows as the ball goes out towards the boundary line, sliding into the fence. So quickly to move it on is Luke Smart. He gets it on to Young. He in turn goes to Henderson. Toe poke towards the half-forward line. Eluding big Chad wins the door down there. Boundary throwing inside 50 for the Bulldogs.
Just his presence out there invaluable. Said his experience and just directing a few of his younger teammates there and just making a passageway for him and using that big frame of his. to advantage for the Dogs. At the moment, the ball held in there. Looks like it was Jesse Ryan trying to break clear. Held up in a tackle there. That man indeed, Chad Doran, in that passage play and holding him up. So we'll have a ball up once again deep in the middle forward.
I wonder where Bromley is. I think he's just dislocated his finger, Pistols, and he's got it back in. He's about to come back on the ground. Not the best feeling to get your dislocated day.
Yeah, I was going to say on any day, but particularly today. So ball spills out here, clear, but once again a pack situation, locked in there. So 23 3/4 minutes, just about to tick over 24 by the time I say the time. So there are 24 minutes expired. Meadows certainly on top in this quarter. Benny Goldfinch said 4 goals to 2 and just spilled up. That's their chance to extend that as a mark taken deep in the forward line. Handed the ball off there around the corner. And then it might have been Rowden again, Benny?
Spenceley with the goal. Yep.
Matt?
Yep, correct. Matt Spenceley nailing the goal.
So back-to-back goals for him. He kicked one at the 12-minute mark. And now nearly the 25-minute mark.
Sorry about the buffering issues. We'll rectify that. All going well at half-time. But great goal there for Matt Spenceley.
Difficult day for players, technical producers and cameramen. Because our man James Davis is always braving the elements on top of the Call the Wild van.
So that's his second in the match so far.
So the leading goal kick on it was Sam Ryan with 3, the only 3 kicked by the Bloods. There's a chance for him to extend that, but ball held up there. Yeah, right in the centre of the ground was Todd O'Connor working out. So Ruckjewell again. Steele gets it down, taken away by Smart. Got out to Dalgleish, who's working his way into the game after a bit of an absence. But once again, as a trademark intercept mark taken there by Isaac Lallard for the Bloods.
Yep, on the left boot. Works the ball out towards the wing area. 1-on-1 contest. Went through the mitt there of Young. Ashley Drew held up there in a contest. Out of side. 26 minutes gone. Second quarter. We head towards half-time. Bulldogs with the slight advantage.
Macclesfield would not want to leak any more goals. It's 26 minutes gone, so you think the siren not too far away.
Well, Spenceley keen to move it on quickly. Yeah. Here's a chance for the Dalgleish. Kicks the ball forward, floating across. A couple of Bloods go into each other. Lallard with the tackle against Matt Spenceley. And it's going to be held up inside 50 here for the Bulldogs.
Maybe the worst scenario set on the brink of half-time just to concede another goal here, but here's a chance. O'Connor working the ball in front of him, hands and knees stuff. Quick hands out there.
Smart. He's been good.
Yes.
There it is. Half-time. So the Bulldogs, good quarter by them Pistols.
Yeah,
in particular, Matt Spenceley kicked a couple of goals, and they kicked 5 goals in that quarter to 2 from Macclesfield. So we'll be back, reboot the system, a few sponsorship announcements, and we'll be back for the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. It's a good game of football so far. 21 points the margin in favour of Meadows. Oh, we're back. That's right, ignore the quality. Hang on, I'll just check out if it's 1080. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, that's just us letting people. Should we turn that off? Yeah. Tommy, yeah? I mean, stop. We just... All right. All right. Good. Oh, we're live. All right. Pistols, we're back.
Well, technical issues. See a little bit of push and shove. Nothing like to liven up the game. Which there has been no scores since the added to the half time, which was Meadows 6-2 to 3-5. Now, I tell you what, there's a bit of talent here, Goldie, as we know, in the commentary box, but we've just been joined by Will.
Well, that was why the delay. We just had to find a seat.
Yeah, we had to find these blokes to just get the necessary contractual agreements, but it's great.
Oh!
And meanwhile...
Hang on, meanwhile, behind the plane here.
What is spoiled at the moment? We'll wait and see. Is
a card?
They're getting a card.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, and what a great segue to introduce our guests here is
It's a full house.
the Dorr family. What's happening here?
Jack, can I get a shot here?
In the meantime, our pleasure to welcome sideline duo from Meadows. And the big Ray Moore. Welcome, boys.
Thanks very much, mate.
Yeah, cheers for having us.
Well, Chadley, back in the side, is
I'm sorry, can I
taking
do
down the ground here. Maybe so the shot on goal won't happen, but it's going to be a ball up, so perhaps the Dogs there a little bit underdone. But meanwhile, Comley, they've got his Lallard pushing it towards the boundary line right in front of their commentary point. Comes to that Ryan, oh, threads himself out nicely. His kick is nullified, no bouncing ball, gathered there. Some heavy tackling, expect a little bit of feeling perhaps in the game, a bit of spirit here as the Bloods. There's a free kick paid there to Oliver Llewellyn. Now, Brady, I suppose there's legions of Bulldog supporters out there. Want to know the reason why you're sitting here and not running around out there?
Just a little bit of a calf injury last week, and probably saw the weather report last night and thought that was enough. No, just a calf, so we'll be right in a week or two.
And Andrew, I believe a wrist injury earlier in the season, so when can we expect to see you back in that? Well, someone's stolen the famous number 8. Who's more famous number 8, you reckon? You or Chad?
Oh, definitely Windsor. Yeah.
He's got his name on the locker there.
I'm pretty lucky to actually be able to wear it, to be honest. Yeah. It's good that it fits us both.
So, wrist injury?
Yeah, wrist injury. We're on the mend, so hopefully not too far away now.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Of course, with the position of the Dogs, you'll be looking forward to finals coming up in a couple of weeks' time and nice weather. So, just boys, how have you found the campaign this year? Obviously, up there again, the chance to qualify for a third successive grand final, hopefully get the chockies this time.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we added a bit of talent over the off season, lost a couple, gained a few. So yeah, boys are looking good. Just that Gamaraka that we haven't been able to get over the line this year. So we'll be looking to do that in the coming weeks.
As I say, you only have to beat them once. As the Bloods work the ball forward, here's a chance. Big Scoffick back there. Ball spilt at ground level. Blood seizing it, that's Dodson. He's rooting in the ground but holding the ball is the call.
Luke Smart, the tackler.
Luke Smart, who's had a pretty interesting, effective game here this afternoon so far. So Smart go across towards the teammate out there, taking the mark. So good position. Now, Brady, I notice you've sort of been on the modified program. Didn't actually start your season till June, mate, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit older now, so I pulled a hammy in pre-season, which took a long time to get over. But yeah, had a good few weeks there. Managed to string some games together. So yeah, until last week, we were going okay.
Yeah, so Josh Kelly takes the Bloods out wide, bouncing ball. It's a chance for Nat Ryan. Oh, good pressure applied there by Meadows. Going to ground there was Young. Oh, big strong tackle applied there by Ben Thomas. Ball held in. What have you noticed this year? As Andrew Coombs suggested, perhaps you've topped up a bit with depth-wise, but I know you've got something like 13 senior players out today, so we had a few luminaries like Ryan Reid running around Magoose. But what have you noticed this year compared to last year that you may be able to take that next step for the Dogs?
Yeah, as Andrew said, we've added some guys, some quality guys with skills and pace, which is sort of what we lacked a little bit of, but I think we haven't played this year with our full team or anywhere near our full team together, so we were just talking about that. We hope that can actually happen this year, but we would like to get some continuity and get us all in the park together very shortly because we're running out of time.
Yeah, particularly this being the second last minor round game, as the cards are stacked, we'll probably be playing the Bloods in the qualifying form, so not only get the points today, but a bit of psychological edge. Here's a chance for Lele getting the ball from Nat Ryan, puts it forward, drifting across there, trying to control balls. Llewellyn bouncing the ball, good work there by Henderson, chain of air balls. Ergen getting involved, as he's shooting the ball around, seeing the ground finds
Dalglish. Yeah, kicks the ball towards the half-forward line. Spenceley kicks the ball further afield. Comley 1-on-1 versus Lallard. The umpire paid that one, no. Ryan works the ball out of the fence. Good work here by the Bloods. Drew involved. Ashley Drew kicks the ball further afield, finds Dobson, the vice-captain for Macclesfield. And Samuel Sobey takes the mark with the helmet on, finds Dalglish. Laser-like pass. Good shepherd there by Bergen, opens it up for Thomas. Was going to go to handball, goes with the kick inside 50, over the top of a pack. Bloods under pressure here in the defensive line. Nat Ryan, and he's held up there, centre half forward.
Now, Brady, we've been talking about throughout the afternoon, Dave Thomas and a few others, that just the culture of Meadows, they love the green and the gold, and obviously you've been and done some great things at higher level, elite level, but always obviously Loberthal for a period, but to come back to where it all started for you must be something, was always a goal for you?
Yeah, there's no place like home, they say, don't they? So, no, it's good to be back here and, try and play some. Where's this little goal, Mackie?
Yeah, it's Llewellyn there, Penny.
Oh yeah, it's Josh Heen.
Was it?
I've got him. I've still got him on my site here. I reckon it's Josh Heen. Keep on.
We'll give it to him, we'll check out later, but we'll give it him, get goals. So the Bloods move on a 4-5, Meadows and Brady. Second half so far. Macclesfield 1 goal 1. Any luminaries, mate, that you played with in the stateside who've gone on to bigger and better things after you fed them so well in the 16s? Talent scouts noticed them, not you?
Yeah, I know. I was a bit stiff, I reckon. Jack Graham was our state captain, so he's done pretty well. A few flags at Richmond. He's probably the biggest name, I think, that I can remember.
Yes, Bloods clearing the ball. Good tackle applied there. Round the corner.
Thomas.
Bouncing ball intercepted here. The Bloods. That's a good strong mark taken there by Ryan. Matt Ryan, former Bridgewater Raider, as many of the Bloods are this afternoon. There's some news during the week that Bridgewater sort of not going to go through with the full merger with Ironbank, so that's an interesting situation.
The Ironwater dream might be...
Meanwhile, a former teammate of yours is about to have a shot, Big Shawnee Steele. 7 goals for the season. What's his strike rate like?
Hopefully not very good.
Sets it on his way, should know where the goals are on this ground, but once again off answer from on the score. 4 goal, 7 to 6-2, so just marginally closing the gap here out of Mackie Bloods. Spencer brings the ball out, chips it out, finds a teammate there, over the top. Finds Maxie Buckley. Buckley in turn, possession football here, finds Dalglish, who certainly started the second half very well. Back to Spenceley. Into Luke Smart. He had a very good first half, in and under in clearance work. Spencer says, give it to me, I want another stat. Smart breaks around, he runs himself in the try. Here's Dalglish. So the 3 major possession getters and puts it up the wing and, Dean Whitford, just looking very clean, Dean there. That's right.
Kicks the ball to half forward. Lallard involved. Spenceley. Here's Kelly. He's wrapped up in a tackle there. Is that going to be holding the ball? Yes, it is. So here's a chance for the Dogs. Matt Spenceley kicked a couple of goals in the second term. So Spenceley, well, I thought he was going to go into the pocket there, but he goes towards Richard Tano. Players sliding over. Umpire says a free kick here from Macclesfield. Through Zach Heen. He's had a good season. Goes straight down the middle. Dobson into Spenceley there. So the Bloods, an opportunity here to go down the ground and potentially draw closer. Good tackle by Sobey. Still though, over the top. Here's a chance for the Bloods if they can get it over the back. Dobson started the ball moving forward from the half-back flank. Kicks the ball forward, but a good floating mark there for Meadows to Cade Long. Kicks it out towards the boundary line. Henderson, handball over the top, intercepted by Nat Ryan. Kicks the ball forward. Long. Dangerous ball. Here's young Ferguson on the left boot. Max Buckley trying to mop up here. Sockers the ball off the ground. It's come off here. Here's a chance for the Bulldogs. Whitford involved, Dalglish involved, so is Buckley, and eventually it's gone out of bounds.
Hey Brady, can I ask you, because the journey obviously started senior football, was spotted by the great Brett Jones, actually playing against King Ryan, if I recall, at a rep game, and suggested an award, and the rest is history. But over the period of time and coming back, the standard of country division or Division 2 football in the Hills, have you found it's improved? Or?
I don't know. I was a little kid back then.
How good is this playing
so
A-grade country?
That's a goal for Macclesfield.
Bloods, sorry to interrupt. Goal there for the Bloods. Yeah, that's young Llewellyn's kick this one.
Gee, a little bit of confidence there.
Around him.
Is that his first ever goal, was it?
I think so, former Hahndorf junior, Benny. So his second goal this season. So they call back. Sorry about that, Brady. Continue.
No, that's the comp. It's a little bit now with obviously only 7 teams in it, so you're sort of playing each other every week. And each team has, you never know what you get.
5-7 to 6-2. They're closing in here. You might get the J&J stat. How many times Meadow have been scoreless?
Lallard will take the mark here. So Lallard on the left boot kicks the ball out towards the half-back flank. Heen. As I said, Meadows have won the last 7 against Macclesfield. Last win for Macclesfield against Meadows was 2019. Inboard pass. Riley Dakin. Good work by Jake Spenceley. Good pressure. Couple of Bulldogs around the action. Clever soccer off the ground by Matt Spenceley into space to Richitano. Just couldn't quite pick it up. Sam Shaw off the ground. Oh, umpire blew the whistle there for a mark.
Yeah.
Anticipated the mark. Didn't come off though. This could be a turning point. Here's chance for Toby Croden. Kicks the ball into space. And taken there by Matt Spenceley.
I tell you what, Andrew, you've got to be impressed by the work rate of Spenceley just doing the work defensively across half back, and here he is lined up a shot goal. Just his work rate is sensational.
Oh, he's super. He's a pretty freak runner, so he covers the ground really well, and obviously his offensive stuff is really impressive, but his defensive pressure is first class as well, which I think goes underrated sometimes.
And he's kicked the goal. Chad liked that one. So an opportunity for Macclesfield to go through the middle of the ground. Just a bit of a drop mark there, and the Bulldogs make them pay. Andrew and Brad, your thoughts on the contest so far?
It's wet and it's cold and it's a little bit scrappy, but I think we really needed that one to settle us in the second half. First score.
So 21 minutes gone into the third term, and Meadows get their first score of the stanza. So
first class as well, which I think goes underrated sometimes.
And he's kicked the goal.
So 1 goal to 2-2 at this stage.
Chad liked that one. So an opportunity for Macclesfield.
And so spent a bit of time up Waikerie. So back in the centre, Big Kowalik went early, but still managed to get the ball down to Smart. Fumbled there, Kowalik doing the work of a little man at ground level. So Andrew, in your forced absence, obviously as skipper, you've been still involved, getting around the boys and doing what you sort of can.
Yeah, doing what I can.
And
just
training without handling the ball.
Yeah, no, a lot of running. I'm getting dizzy running around this oval, but try and stand as involved as you can. It can be a bit tricky when you have a bit of a stint on the sidelines, but trying to pump up the boys as much as we can.
So Smart again got it out to Dalglish. High kick, can't done at Hutchison. I had eyes for the ball, well done. However, the Bloods going to repel here.
Good tackle.
Ground level. The crowd
Comley
really getting involved there in front of the barbecue shed. Ball comes out here. Along the line.
And of course, Thursday night dinners. Your mum makes a beautiful lasagna. Brady, what are your thoughts on Mrs. Coombs' lasagna?
Yeah, one of the best.
Yep. Andrew, so how long's that been part of the staple on Thursday nights at training?
Oh, good few years now.
Yeah.
She just made the one guest appearance this year, so we might have to try and sneak her back coming in towards the back end of the season.
So Jesse Ryan right in front of our commentary spot. We'll bring the Bloods back in.
Might need the wiper again.
Down. Yeah, we're battling every here. Commentary box fogging up. All the hot air in there, boys. Hey, Brady, superstitions that you've carried throughout your career, do you have any? You wear the same jocks that you wore down at Norwood, or had the same meal pre-match? Or?
No, not really. Sort of relaxed a bit as I've
on the side,
straight through the middle.
Kick goal.
So what a siren.
There's no one that loves the
Buddy.
club more, I don't reckon,
Yeah.
than Big Chad Door.
Buddy Franklin style here, Benny. 1000th goal, but it's
sensational.
probably 1010. Or what, 37 he's kicked this year in the B grade. So.
Yeah, still trains pretty intent on a Thursday night. Absolutely loves that Big Chad.
You played with him last year against Bird, if I remember correctly. You enjoyed that?
Yeah, that's like sort of 13, whatever years apart it was, 15 years or something. So, yeah, I didn't think it would happen, but no, it's pretty cool with him again.
Can we get Ben Link? Any situation?
I don't know about that anymore. Yeah, you'd have to ask Georgie.
Yeah.
He'd tell you everything about it.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, well, thanks for joining us. We're obviously getting 3 quarters time. And,
Even quarter of 2 goals each. So, yeah.
What do you do quickly before you go?
Win
the game.
Oh, yeah, I think we fought back well there. We were against the road in the first half. Of the conditions, you just wouldn't see football, but we struggled there for a while. So hopefully this last quarter we can do that and kick some score.
13-point margin in favour of the Dogs. He led by 50 at half time. And Chris Mackey led by 2. It's been a very good expected two traditional rivals. So. Yeah.
Hopefully see you both out there coming weeks.
And hopefully both old Guernsey on top.
No worries. Thanks very much for having us.
No worries.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brody.
So, Brady Dorr and Andrew Coombe joining us, two very good Macclesfield performers.
All the best. Yeah. The right
blokes.
That's right.
Thank sponsors of each respective club here. Again, our man Solis, if you can get it up.
Good. That's good. Hopefully see Andrew out there with the hand, obviously.
Yeah, he's such a talented player. He can play. Yeah. There we are, Macclesfield. The Bloods would like to thank the Macclesfield Hotel. A big function, I think, at Macclesfield tomorrow. Their Hall of Fame, where they're going to have a few more inductees. So, meanwhile, we'll go around the ground. At this stage, or half time, it was 13 for the Rams, leading Ironbank, Bridgewater, Cherry Gardens 2-1. And there we have Meadows Football Club. I'd like to thank the Meadows Hotel. Crack ceiling. We all love talking about crack ceiling, Benny. One of the highlights are coming out here. Talk about crack ceiling at Meadows. And Stringybark Landscaping. So, once again, thank you to all the loyal and generous sponsors of all the community football clubs throughout the Adelaide Hills. So, we're all set here, Benny, for a bit of a ring-ding. Bloods fighting back there, but those two late goals for Meadows is just, as I said, opened up that 13-point margin to lead 8-2 to 5-7. But that's been the nature of the Bloods' approach. You can't write them off. It's a vital game for them, that's for sure.
All right. And once again, just sorry about some of the buffering, but we'll do our best here to get a smooth sailing through to the final quarter. So overall, it's been a cracking game of football between these two sides who are likely to meet, as we said, in the qualifying final. So both sides not at full tote odds, but it's all set up for a big final quarter of football as Macclesfield with an opportunity to go forward through Todd O'Connor. Yeah, floating across though through front of the pack is Liam Sterling for Meadows. As we said, thanks very much for Dave Thomas joining us in the first quarter, and Andrew Coombe and Brady Dorr who joined us in the third term there with some great insight. As we said, hopefully those two key players in the Bulldogs lineup will be back over the next few weeks, heading into another big finals campaign. Meantime, the ball's hemmed in the back pocket. Max Buckley with the handball. Sets off Dalglish with a bit of a run towards the half-back flank. Opportunity for Ryan, snap ball forward, but that man Matt Spenceley, who's done it all season, takes the mark, as Pistol said, goes forward, plays in the middle, plays in defence, and he's a real key player in this Meadows assault on a premiership. Their first since Big Chad Dorr was dominating, and he's dominating out there. Pistols kicked the goal in three-quarter time. And of course he played in the B-grade premiership for Meadows a few years ago as well. So great to see the big Windsor out there playing A-grade for the Bulldogs. As here's an opportunity for Meadows to go forward. And they go forward through Mark Thomas. Chad down there. Oh, ball hits. Here's it. Windsor. Off the way through the situation. Spenceley off the ground. That's quite clever, actually. Tried to get a kick out to a teammate. Didn't quite go 15 metres. Isaac Lallard. See leg.
Wide teammate. At righty. We'll take Marcus Spenceley. The Matt variety. So Matt Spenceley's got a lead out there, sends it back out there towards Young, grabs it, races off, sends him straight back into attack, top of the square, Door lurking, 3 for a minor score, so first score of the final term. Here's it behind in favour of Meadows, stretches their margin out to 14 points. O'Connor up the wing, but camped under it is Henderson. He's been pretty handy. So Henderson, what's on offer? Tends to go to the pocket where slipped and into the clear is Croden.
He's been good.
Waste no time. Send us the corridor area over the top there. Smalling was white. Ball comes to ground. Try to burst his way through there. I think it's
holding the nut.
Shaw. Umpire right on the spot. It's called by Benny Goldfinch. Sam Shaw. There's no real attempt to get that out on that occasion. So, Spensley. Ground that he covers.
This is for his third, isn't it?
Be up in the stakes. Into the match. In the absence of the great man, we must send a cheerio to Jaden J. Hill, sunning himself. Benny, can you believe this? MCG. We're here doing the hard yards.
He's watching North Melbourne play, isn't he, or something?
Yeah,
right?
North Melbourne. So that's stretched out to 20 points now. So you just feel Meadows just starting to get on top here. Bloods have been brave. I said they led by 2 points at quarter time. Dogs by 15 and 13 respectively.
Well, Macclesfield, of course, have got the top two sides, Pistols, in the final fortnight round. Meadows today, and then they play Gummaraka next week before they head into their final. So it's a perfect lead-in.
Yeah, the Brooks have got another home game to finish the home and away season next week against Kersbrook. Here's a chance here for Smart. Got forward spilled socket foot there by another Smart and slow teammate. Henderson comes back to Smart, who bounced back up like a cork in the ocean. Here's a chance for Thomas centering the ball to the brother-in-law, Dalglish.
Yeah, Dalglish goes back towards Mark Thomas, kicks the ball forward, Windsor's down there. Here's a chance for Matt Spensley, Jake over the top as well.
Actually, I think we called early in games we've done this year in the Call to Wild Meadows games, the linking up between the brothers-in-law and Tomo and...
Comley goes up in ruck, Richitano looking for holding the ball, holding on. Crowden shrugs aside the would-be tackler. High ball, don't think it's gone 15 metres. Big Windsor puts the right mid up. Kelly running out of the fence, works the ball as far as Henderson. So he'll kick the ball back inside 50. Spensley was lurking. He's going to go on the hunt here, but Macclesfield should clear the ball for the meantime. Mark Thomas will go and hunt here. Still socking the ball off the ground. Sobey tried to go in. Here's Matt Spensley. The umpires deemed it a free kick here. Once again, apologising for a bit of buffering.
So it looks like Big Steele worked pretty hard against his former team. Finds Dobson, the former Raider, as is Steele, although he did spend last year with the Dogs out here. Coughed up. Here's a chance for racing through. Defence puts it into the...
Windsor!
A big barrel chest of Big Chatty Door lumbering out from full forward in front, and the unstoppable force there, I'd suggest, Benny. So
good kick by Young to Windsor. And as the match has gone on, he's just started to ease into it a bit here.
He has indeed. So Big Chatty, as you said, over 1,000 goals in his career for Meadows. Of course, spent some time at SNFL. Ranks with River West Torrens, sits on it way.
Beautiful kick.
And that's a beautiful kick. And umpire Trevor Edwards says, yes, indeed. So second one on the board for the quarter, and the second one for the match for Chatty Door.
It's good to see, isn't it, Pistols?
Yeah, we love the romantic part of football, don't we? Good to see one of the great men and the great blokes continuing his career for his beloved Bulldogs.
So back in the middle, Meadows.
Match for 10-3, Benny.
It's good to see, isn't it, Pistols?
5-7, Meadows. Yeah. Sorry, Macclesfield camped on 3 quarter time. We love the romantic part of football.
In hindsight, that play in the middle of the ground, Pistols, I think it was no issue with the player. Obviously, I think Nat Ryan just dropped the mark in the middle of the ground, and then Meadows went forward, kicked a goal to Matt Spenceley, and then Chad Dorr, and now they've kicked 4 in a row. So the Bloods were right back in the contest. They're still cracking in there, but just couldn't capitalise on that little bit of momentum they had.
Well, I guess, Benny, when you think of it, they will play finals, no doubt about that. It just depends whether it's...
Just iron out a few things.
Qualifying or elimination, exactly. So this is like a finals...
Cowlick in ruck, got it on. Max Buckley involved. Here he is. Handball to Thomas. He's played well. And it's gone stoppage situation. Well, they're definitely up for the challenge come September. The Bloods, first season under Toby Ferguson, who's done a great job.
So, Henry Van Dyke against Cowlick. Cowlick got it down close to the boundary line, just walking it across the line. There was Darcy Joseph, another ex-Raider. So
lots of upside.
Hard done for Macclesfield, played by Elliot Daniels. Ball comes out the side here. Here's a chance for Spenceley. Gets it out to Maxie Buckley. Lifts the eyes. Picks out nicely in the centre of the ground. Croydon eventually got there. Ball put forward. Using his body there was Risitano. Here comes Jesse Ryan. Gets out here. Good defensive there. Ends up with the skipper in Lallard for the Bloods. Gets out to the outer wing. And the Bloods go inside 50.
Yeah, dude towards the half forward line. Almost a pick up there. Matt Spenceley with both hands over the top. Lamar has also had a great game. Lallard goes up. Good mark by the captain. He'd be looking for a good finals campaign. Toby dropped that one. Buckley good. Here's a chance for Thomas, who's also been good. It's a good game of football overall. Here's a chance for the Bloods to go forward into the pocket area. They've got a player on here. Just dropping the mark there with the youngster.
Llewellyn.
Dangerous position. Mopping up. Good work by Smart. He's been great.
He has.
O'Connor involved. Here's a chance for Macclesfield meantime on the counter-attack. Thomas with the pile driver. Comley. Both sides crashing in. They're going to meet, as we said, probably in a couple of weeks, but they're not holding back here, Pistols, in the final term.
No, entertaining game of footy, that's for sure. As Meadows lead 10-3 to 5-7. We've ticked over 10 minutes in the final term here on Call the Wild. Coming to you through Filming Footy and Sports Interactive and Dartfish. Trust you're enjoying our worldwide coverage. And of course, Lofty 88.9 FM. And stay tuned after the footy for Lofty Lounge. Absolute superb listening each week.
That's a good show, isn't it? Yeah.
Comes out the back here. Leading the race for the ball is Dodson. Gives it off to Jesse Ryan. He's got a target out here.
The youngster.
Which he does.
Ferguson.
So Ferguson goes inside 50. Can I get a big grab here? Tempting it was Big Steele going to ground. Hang on, the whistle is gone.
Oh, Llewellyn.
And Llewellyn has been paid a free kick. Oh, we certainly kicked the last goal of the previous term for the Bloods.
I'll just go some of the players that could potentially come back for both sides after this kick, Pistols. Potentially for the qualifying final, who could be back in the mix?
So past Harndorf Jr. Getting his chance here at senior footy with the Bloods. Sets it on its way, I tell you what.
Fired it, they like the point.
It's only a minor score.
He's got his own cheer squad behind the goals.
Yes. Rent a crowd. He's signing autographs a bit later.
Passionate supporters, aren't they, Macclesfield? Well, both clubs are.
Yep.
It's great.
There it is, Cade Long, the untidy.
Hang on, is there something going on behind the goals here?
Okay. Looks like the game has stopped. What's going on here? I don't know if it's to do with the match. Is it just the crowd getting involved, or the goal umpire has...
or has the ball gone flat? No?
I don't know what's going on there. Conference there between the goal umpire Bruce Marston.
Oh, his sticks aren't working properly.
The flag's fallen off the poles.
Okay, it's all happening.
So, meanwhile, now Long nurses the ball up the wing area. Spills out there, trying to burst his way through his Big Steele, who's been very good today against his former club.
Yep.
So the umpire will come in and ball, but just in the line, as you said, 12 and a half minutes ticked over. 3 plays 5, 6 in favour of Meadows.
Heading towards the 13 minute. Name's going well. He'll be back. Balderstone, Dennis Hilton, who seems to play for every couple of weeks. He gets 4 goals last week. The Meadows Bulldogs go forward. Where's the Windsor? Chad, 1-on-1 down there in the goal square. I think the ball will head towards the boundary line, will it? Or will both... Oh, hello. Bit of a rodeo work there. Andrew Coombe, as we said, hopefully he's back, Pistols. Hopefully he gets the all clear. We had him in the third quarter. Brady Dorr. Who was obviously Cameron Kerr, potentially. Billy Bald, I think, maybe. So, both sides, not quite at full strength today, but hopefully they can get those key players back come the qualifying final.
You can probably hear in the effects microphone, Benny, the crowd's, as I said, local derby, only 8Ks between these
good crowd.
Roles, so still getting involved. It's a very good contest. Meadows might have the upper end of the score, but certainly the Bloods holding their own.
Enthusiastic supporters.
Yeah, so kick across there. Here's a chance for Comley, the big man. Toe poke forward, coming to meet it. Bloods was Ryan tried to get it out to Shaw, who's scrambling hands and knee stuff. Good, got it out. His Falcon. Lurking was the Falcon. I held up there was Heen, Zach Variety, and as you can see the goals right just in the background. So dangerous territory still for the Bloods defence. So Ruckjewel, Comley follows up at ground level. He's hemmed in though. Heen the tackler, assisted by Shaw for the Bloods. So Comley not going anywhere. So once again, by Donald Andrew coming to balled up. So up they go again. Over the top is Shaw, got it down. Stolen there. Dalglish tried to flick it out. Finally, big steal, gets his boot to the ball, clear and kick up the wing. Then his Bloods off. Flung to the ground was Dodson. The 2 number 2s doing battle there in the free kick.
Middle of Meadows, or Meadows. Here's a chance for the Bloods to go forward. Bang! Almost a mark there. Buckley, player leading with Sam Ryan, who's had a good day out, Pistols. Macclesfield supporters behind the goals, making plenty of noise. Here's a chance for young Ferguson, I believe.
Ferguson, correct.
Coach's son.
That's kicked 5 for the season, Benny. No great match. So
he's got the headband on. Actually, maybe it's some youngsters behind the goals as well. So Zach Ferguson, left footer. Will kick at goal. Beautiful kick. That's a goal.
Umpire Bruce Marston says
no dramas there. Good banter between the crowd and the players there. As Zach Ferguson kicked the goal. Kick. That's a goal.
Umpire Bruce Marston says no 10-3. So as you said, the Bloods certainly not throwing into the towel. Most improved performance for him in this season as they seek to return, and they will return to finals action.
Just some stats here from Jaden. Meadows have won the last 7 against Macclesfield. Macclesfield hasn't won at Meadows since round 11 2019. The average margin between the two sides is 42 points. So all going well. We'll get a closer game than that average. Apart from the draw in 2016, the closest margin was 1 point, Pistols, back in round 17 2010. In 15 of the 28 games since 2010, Meadows have scored more than 15 goals. But obviously today, due to the conditions, both sides haven't quite cracked that total. We'll just head towards back into the action here as Spenceley has a shot at goal. Chad! Taking a mark right on the goal line there. Here, Pistols with the third goal. Windsor.
Macclesfield player.
Oh.
In trouble. I think it might be Lallard. Nice jumper there. The hands of trainers with Chad Dorr. You can just see him at the bottom. I think it's O'Connor. As Chad Dorr, so he's third.
Oh, that's Josh Kelly. Is it Josh Kelly?
I think it's
The collarbone. Let's have a look.
We're looking through a untinted window here. Fogged up. But, we can tell you Chad Dawes registered his second at the quarter and his third of the game. Just push the advantage out a little bit. Right, the Bloods are spirited there, fractionally with the earlier goal in this quarter. So 11-3, so pretty accurate kicking.
Yeah, Josh Kelly, Pistols.
Okay, 6-8, so we wish him all the best. Yeah, O'Connor in the centre, my apologies. Long sleeve jumpers today. Bit hard to see the numbers. So back in the centre, umpire will get play underway. So Steele against Golick. Ball comes down, runs to that man. Once again, in the centre. Good intercept mark taken there for the Bloods. Goes short to O'Connor. Gives it back to the run. So they're going board. Here's a chance for Big Steele. Mops up really nicely. Then up here towards Van Dyke. Van Dyke go back to a teammate. They go forward towards the top of the square. Coming to meet it was Sam Ryan. Also there was Croden. Good smother there. Good follow up there by Josh Heen. Ensures the ball over the boundary right in front of the vocal young supporter group here. So the Academy boy will pitch it in. Ferguson there and the Academy boys sporting the same hairdo with the headbands. Ball comes down here, a fumble there. Taking advantage of that was Sterling to hold the ball in.
We're going to have a think of some of the leading players for Meadows today, Pistols. Yeah, we'll get to that shortly.
And a good team effort, that's for sure. So the ball comes down there, trying to bullet his way through toe poke for the Blood. Underground kick by Spencer was clever. Ball eventually gets out here to Sterling once again. Spencer followed up.
Smart to Spencer.
Smart once again, front and centre at ground level. Kicks the ball forward, coming to meet us the Falcon, but chipping in and taking good mark for the Bloods. There.
Ashley Drew kicks the ball forward. Big pack here. Off hands. Golick goes to Smart, goes on turn to Dalgleish, tries to get it to Comley. As I said, I think he got a dislocated finger early in the match, the big man. Not probably conditions for tall forwards today, but he's done a good job. Bergen. Pole drived into the ground. There was Dalgleish. Umpire lets it go. Both sides cracking in here. Llewellyn. Umpire lets it go. Hack kick forward. Cowlick just volleyball spikes it to the ground. Eventually Meadows through the middle of the ground. Opportunity. Liam Sterling kicked the ball, but it's cut off there for Macclesfield. So the Bloods have continued to fight on here. Kick towards the half-forward line. Here's Todd O'Connor. As I said, Josh Kelly, unfortunately, coming off the ground. Looked like a shoulder injury. Macclesfield will drive the ball forward once again. Here's an opportunity. Tighten the pocket. This way, that way. Ferguson handled it and the man on the mark. And the Bulldogs should clear here. Half-back flank.
Whitford.
Through Dean Whitford.
Birthday boy.
Yep.
So, takes it further afield. Out here, one-hander chant by Comley. He's got support there from Bazina, the Falcon, lurking at the back. Now he gets his chance. Tries to poke it forward, the Falcon. Overrun though, finally coming in is Jesse Ryan. Gets support from a teammate. Handball up the line. That was Darcy Joseph, but runs out of tarmac and over the line. In front of the Meadows Hill. Not as populated as the last time we were here, Benny, back in round 2 or 3 when it was the...
that was against Kangaroo.
Reunion, gathering. But, I'll be hoping to add to that tally of flags later on in about a month's time, Meadows.
22 minutes gone here. As the Bloods through Lallard. Got the handball on. Meantime, it's gone further afield towards the half-forward line. Llewellyn, he's been good. Good smother there by Matt Spenceley. Macclesfield, though, opportunity to go forward. Good mark there by Max Buckley.
Been very consistent, as we know. He won last
Yep.
year's most consistent trophy. He never plays a bad game. Max Weber
Floats forward and kicks goals as well.
Absolutely.
Big Sean still presenting. Stoppage situation coming up, is it? No, ball flicked out. Eventually the umpire says, I'll have it.
Work then by Elliot Daniels. Back of the heel kick, soccer style. This World Cup action on at the moment, I'd suggest, with the women. The Tillies.
As we said, it's been a while since Macclesfield would have finished in the top 3 Pistols.
Go back to... Because Macclesfield, unfortunately, having the longest A-grade drought of any current club in the Hills Football League, Benny, way back to 1980. So 43 years ago. So we'll be hoping to break that pretty soon. As Croydon takes the ball forward. But positives here is they're going to return to finals, as you said, been down last few seasons. So Coach Toby Ferguson in his first year has done a pretty good job to take them possibly into a qualifying final, which will be a rematch with Meadows. But all that to play out after next week's final minor round encounters.
Yep, Sean Steele gets a handball away. Here's a chance for Dalgleish, though, on the left boot. Kicked forward. Ball hits the deck. Opportunity for the Bloods to work their way out of defence. Been a good competitive effort from Macclesfield. Kick into the middle of the ground. Steele following up. Meantime, the Bloods go kick ball forward. Bergen trying to collect it. Last line. Umpire Bruce Marston says minor score. 25 minutes gone as we kick towards full time here. No Jaden today. Jaden's in Melbourne watching all the footy for the weekend. So Pistols, for the first time, will take us through it with a pair of Archies and Dartfish Beanie. Lots of effective players on the ground for both sides in conditions. Luke Smart cops one right in the kidney. Hopefully he's all right. That's not where you want to get a knee. Meantime, ball has gone forward here, and it's a free kick to the Maltese Falcon in Bazina. He kicks the ball into a dangerous position. Opportunity for a goal. Or is it a point? Minor score there. Umpire Trevor Edwards, Pistols behind the goals there, signalling a minor score.
One of the greats for the Bloods back in that yesteryear. So the Bloods deep in defensive. Can be proud to be brave this afternoon. Against the side who hasn't had too many losses this year. In fact, only the 2, both against Gumaraka. And there's the flying shot at goal.
Have a look at a replay there,
look at that, and Meadows have kicked a late goal here at the 25.5-minute mark. Might have been Crowden on. No, just go. So anyway.
Good work.
So back in the centre. 12-4, pretty good kicking, Benny. 12-4 Meadows. The Bloods is 6-9. So it's going to be a comfortable win on the scoreboard, but I tell you what, it's been less than easy out there in the heat of battle, and the Bloods, as I said, can hold their heads high. They've done a pretty good effort here this afternoon, something to build on as they head into their first finals campaign for a couple of seasons. So up on the cricket pitch area, as you see. Good conditions here. At least the rain has cleared off towards the end of the game, which is Spence. They run down. Well tackled there by Dodson. He hasn't stopped trying all afternoon for the Bloods. So Benny Dodson right in the cricket pitch area because Eastern Zone rep recently in the country championships puts the ball up towards another man who's been good and still, but over the top.
Bergen,
Ferguson was the target, socketed forward for the Bloods. If they got a chance to get a late one, good use of the body there. Got rid opposition. Ferguson following up. There's
there it
Buckley,
is.
But that's all she cries.
Good work, both sides. As you said, a brave performance there from Macclesfield. Both sides not quite at full tilt. As Yep.
Yeah, hopefully. There's only a few things out.
It's filming, all right? There we go.